We have a brand new advanced map due to update 45 in Bloons TD6, and that's what we're going to be speedrunning today. Now, I did happen to have early access for this latest update, so I was able to play this map on hard mode, and we even did a run on chimps. It was a really bad one. It's not something you'd use for a speed run, but I have a little bit of knowledge of this map, a very little bit, but I really like Azili for it. I feel like Azili was meant for this map, to be completely honest with you. But not just any Azili, we need Galaxilia, and we have $135,000. I didn't know we had that much. And that's just from black bordering maps, guys. So if you ever think of how do you have so much money and why don't I have so much money, just play the game and you will get tons of it. So let's unlock Ancient Portal and let's check it out. Now, if you haven't seen this map at all, it's a little funny. Like, it's an advanced map, but it's not that difficult. And you can kind of change which way this portal goes, but I don't know why you would change it from this direction, because you can put a boomer here and hit here, here, and here. Whereas if you turn it to this side, you just have this random path leaving the field. So I don't know. But another thing that's cool is when you place Azili down, or any hero for that matter, on any of these little piles here, they get extra buffs. Well, can't place her there, but that'd be really awesome. So you can get Brickle experience up and her cooldown time up. But with our Azili, we can just use this range one with some extra damage, or camo and lead, which she already has, but we want to go fast, right? Speaking of going fast, another thing introduced in update 45 is the fast track packet. If you haven't seen that video yet, I go over if it's worth it or not. Now, I'm not going to spoil that video, so go check it out if you're interested in the fast track pack. And if you are going to be purchasing it or anything else in the Ninja QB store, don't forget to use code Dabloon because it does help out the channel. But the one thing I will note about the fast track pack is that it would make speedrunning so much faster, like extremely faster. So now it's kind of made me a little bit bummed out, because if I started this after the fast track pack, but no, let's just disregard all that, because that's a paid for option. Not everybody's gonna do that. So we're gonna stick with what we're doing here and go as fast as we possibly can. So let's quit the yapping. Let's set up our timer. Let's hit the timer, hit play, and then drop Azili right here. I know it's kind of weird because I just missed everything. I just missed all of this stuff here, but we're just trying to go as fast as we can. What's cool though is that if it does go through this portal, which will take a while because we get to circle around this whole entire thing, it'll come out this side. So like I said, like a boomerang, we'll hit all three right here with its massive starting range, or get something like a sharpshooter, which has been buffed in this update pretty goodly. Is goodly a word? Sounds like it's a word. But the tower that you're going to be seeing too much of in this run, which you've seen too much of in other runs, is the Druid. And the reason why is because the middle path Druid, if you could imagine, has been buffed even more, has been made more ridiculously broken. And I was contemplating whether I make this speedrun video or a Druid is now broken video, because it is completely insane. I thought it was a nerf at first, so I reached out to Stream Avocado. He's like, no, dude, that's a buff. And what happens is when you get the jungle's bounty, it doesn't just put up 2 brambles anymore like this one does. Are they brambles or are they druids of, let's call them druids of the jungle. But what it does is it has like the same properties as the spirit of the forest, as I was told. So basically it just takes everything out. It takes every bloon out on the screen. And I tested it on Monkey Meadow and it took out round 63. And then with an alchemist and a village, it took out round 78, round 76. It was ridiculous with just a 1-4-0 druid with the Alch in the village. That is crazy. So of course we're gonna try to utilize that, because what I was noticing too on like round 55, right? Now, when I say round 55, you don't think it's that cool that it's gonna take it down that quick, but it just kept everything off the screen. So I imagine that's like super fast. Like, I didn't see any bloons on round 55, just the Moab. But by then we should have enough for the 4th path Druid and a Moab taker downer. So this is gonna be, it should be, I hope it is, a legendary run and super fast, and probably our fastest advanced map. I don't see any advanced map being any quicker. Sunken Columns was very fast, and we'll check out that score sheet in a second here, but I kind of wanted to go a little fast. I don't know if it's worth it going straight for this one. I don't know if that's gonna be the play throughout these runs, just because we did sacrifice a couple rounds right there just because it went this far, and we would need to see like no bloons at all. But I think a really good team would just be like a crossbow or a sharpshooter with the new top path, because supposedly, if I read that correctly, all of the bottom path, like sharpshooter, has been sped up. So then normally we would go with quick shots and then like quicker shots or whatever it's called to make it go really fast and be critical. Well, since it's been upgraded at speed anyway, you can go with this one, which gives it a ridiculous amount of pierce. And so I tested it on round 98, and the 205 Crossbow Master did better than the 025 Crossbow Master. So are we gonna start doing the 204 instead of the 024? I think so. Now, not only does Azili match with this map, and if you haven't seen that video yet, I did a early access on this map and we kind of tested out everything to see what would happen and what you're going to see later in those harder rounds like hard mode and maybe even chimps we could use it. These little totem monkeys light up and you can use them as a bomb. But the other thing that's cool too is that it just fits Azili. Like she has a moon scepter and then everything's kind of a moon. So I figured like she has to be the tower that you use for this. I'm going to go with just this to take out the final one. I think that'd be really cool and easy. But then I also really like that when you get to her level 10 ability, it does speed up the game tremendously. I never thought of it like that before, but basically it just kind of makes every single Moab class disappear. So if you have like a powerhouse hitter, like a crossbow master just shooting them, it's like one shots everything. It's really crazy and it's really cool and it's super fast, which is what we're going for here. Now we have to get ready to, I'm just gonna keep hitting my 4th ability right here, which is the Moab Assassin. And then I need to think about how we're gonna get to this map again. I think it's just one play and then advanced and we're there. There we go. That's actually really easy and I won't forget that. So primary only, same exact thing. I'm gonna start with Azili, but this time I'll put her here. I mean, does it really matter where I put her? And we'll do the exact same thing minus the Druid, of course, but I don't think we're gonna need it because Azili can pop lead, she can pop camo, and if she couldn't, she can now with this cool thing. So really, yeah, this might be the play. And then if I can like shove a tack up there later on, then we have everything covered and we can just shred. Oh, we're only going to round 40 though. I always forget. I'm always like prepping for this in-game thing, but it's just one Moab. We could literally use anything. But now I need you guys to let me know below because I have not done that much extensive research into the update. Normally I'm around for the updates and I can just sit there and make an update video and I can live stream it and I can do all these things. But this time I was very busy with my daily normal life and job. And so I was not able to, unfortunately. So I've not dug into this. So please tell me below what your favorite buffs and or what the craziest nerfs are in this update. Now I've not gotten a chance to test out the Blast Apopalypse. I assume on the next boss event, it'll be that, and then I'll give it a go and see how it is. But as far as balance changes, that's like my most favorite thing about all the updates. I love when they do cool new things like skins and maps and paragons, but the balance changes are what changes the game forever. And things that you totally forget about, like the Druid didn't always have that little Druid of the Jungle thing, and so it wasn't that good. And now that it has that, it's like crazy, and then they made it even crazier. But long story short, what is your favorite buff of this update, or what is the craziest nerf? Or let me know if they just completely destroyed a tower, like just completely gone out of existence and it's just a total waste. Supreme was telling me that they pretty much just made the middle path tack just useless. Like before it had unlimited pierce in the back in the day, and so it was really good. But I don't really use the middle path as it is. Like the 3030 never used, and then 040 I only used it in challenges, right? There'd be like, what's gonna pop this? And then it would be that tower and it would just take everything on the screen. But other than that, I like never go for that one. All right, since she can pop lead and her range is already pretty much up there, I think I'm just gonna go with this just so I can take down that Moab pretty quickly. Can I fit this there? I swear I could. Oh, that makes no sense. You can't put it here, but you can put it like behind that thing. That's just actually kind of mean. I mean, that's really mean to the Bloons. So here's that chart I was talking about, and sunken columns is actually 8. That's not bad. It's 8th place. It's really not bad, but I feel like this is gonna be a lot faster. How could it not be? It reminds me of something like Sulphur Springs, which we just beat recently. And if you have not seen the latest Carts and Darts speedrun, that was the last one that we did. Oh my goodness, just watch that one. That map is fast and it makes sense. It's a racetrack, but my goodness. And this one I feel like is gonna be right there with it. Look at this, this is crazy. Should I add another one just to be completely mean to that thing? Or no, we gotta do what we just did. Why wouldn't we use the Moab Assassin? That doesn't make any sense. Sometimes I don't use my brain. All right, so I'm gonna keep hitting the ability and then we should just instant kill it. Well, of course we'll instant kill, but I just want to keep moving as quick as we possibly can. If I can remember to use the Moab Assassin on everything, I think we'll always be moving fast. There it is. It wasn't as fast as I thought it would be. I feel like the tax almost took it out quicker. Advanced Ancient Portal. Hard mode, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're giving up on life. All right, for this one, for sure, 1000%, it's gonna be a crossbow. I mean, why wouldn't we? We just found out that it's like been upgraded to the moon. It's really good. And we have the entirety of this track, and then it'll come back around. We can hit it again. And if it does happen to make it through a balloon, we can pop it right here as well. This is just broken and silly. And why is this an advanced map? Ninja Kiwi, if you ever watch my videos, you gotta let me know. Why is this an advanced map? I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm asking like what classified it as it. And the only thing I could think is that, well, I don't know, because this is really easy. You don't have to let anything go back here at all. And I don't think we will. Maybe on chimps or half cash possibly, but I don't see us leaving this circle. And then it gives buffs to the heroes. So yeah, there's just no reason this should be advanced. Now, if this automatically changed, now that would be advanced. And I feel like that's maybe missed or something, like, because you can realign it, cool, right? But you can also like realign it pretty quickly. Is it the next round or so? Let's see, yeah, the exact next round. So if that like did it every couple rounds on its own, you had to think about it, now that's advanced. And you can't argue that it's 2 different tracks because Bazaar is an intermediate map and Bazaar is one of the worst maps in the game. Nothing has 2 distinct separate tracks. I just had like a mini panic attack and I'm like, why don't I have my free dart monkey? What, did they change something and debuff it or something? I realized, no, this is the dart monkey, because don't we usually have enough for a glue or a sniper? Why do we have less money than normal? There is something going on with that. Is the free dart monkey not free? I don't know, but there we go. That's just gonna, yeah, I didn't even go through the portal. We have not gone through the portal yet, and I would like to not go through the portal this entire game. That would be pretty cool. Poopy brown border. Let's go with this one onto medium. And same thing, we're gonna start with our Azalea if we can. We'll put her up here so she can keep attacking. Put our free dart. Why don't I hit play? Why don't I hit play when I have that thing down? That is so crazy to me. But honestly, I think it's such a perfect straight path too. Like, this is such an easy map. I can't stop saying it. But another thing to mention is that I did say that we had early access to it, so I played it on, I believe, hard mode, chimps mode, and Impoppable, right? I believe so. Well, no, I had to play it on hard mode, alternate, Impoppable, and then chimps to get to chimps, duh. Okay, but we just messed around and we weren't going for speed there. We're just trying to beat it blindly. And so I have not played it since then. Normally when we do an advanced map or even intermediate, if it's hard enough, I'll practice it over and over and over on chimps and on half cash just to make sure that we can actually do it. But this time I didn't. So half cash could possibly ruin us and be atrocious like it always is, but I don't see why, because all we have to do is put something like a boomer right here and we shouldn't lose. Like, this should take out 63 on its own with just like a 402 because you have so many room to hit it. And plus it circles around. It's going to be satisfying to see. So I think you get what I'm saying. Like, I don't think we need to practice. I don't need a cheat sheet. We're just going through it blindly. Now that could be the worst mistake of my life. And we could possibly like, it's a bummer too, because when I think about doing these maps, like I only get one shot to do these maps. They've already been unlocked. So I can't go back and restart it and like restart the video if I don't like how the run turned out or anything. We have to just keep on trucking. And so if I just willy-nilly jump into a map and we do bad on it, that's stuck there. That's stuck in stone. And I gotta live with that. It's such a bummer thing. Plus right now it's actually 9:07 p.m. where I'm at. Had a really long day, but I was like, I have to get this out. The new update just came out. You have to get the map out. That's your thing. Oh my gosh, we just lost a couple. There we go. But that only took 2 seconds to get to the end. So that was actually really fast and I'm not worried about it. And it's kind of my fault because I was greeding for this guy. Probably should have got the druid first. But I'm hoping it's not too late and I'm not too tired and I don't like start nodding off while we're waiting to build up money on Impoppable or anything like that. But I think we should do good and I hope we do good because we have the chance to have not only the fastest advance, but like an easy top 5 time with this map. Plus, we get to change things up. I never use Eliza. Never. We actually just unlocked her. This is the first time, and I believe this is our 49th map. 49th map, and we've never used Eliza. So that's really cool. And then we're using the crossbow a lot too. I have a cool idea here. I'm gonna take out the Moab with this, which we never really do once we get past the round 40 ones, because it's just, what's the point, right? But I think there is a point here, because I'm gonna take it out. We just did. I'm gonna sell this. I'm gonna buy 1 farm. And look at it, we just had instant farm, plus we get money from this guy. And then I'm gonna alch buff these 2 because he gets buffed from it. And if you give him Berserker Brew, which he has now, you get range and attack speed. Well, damage, range, and attack speed. So now his brambles are faster. I'm just gonna call them brambles. I know that's Open's thing, but I don't know what else to call them. Thorn piles. I'm not gonna call them thorn piles. Oh no, vines, they're vines. So we'll call them vines, but it makes them faster. And I hope stronger, but I think it's just the faster, right? And then this will make them faster. Because if I'm not mistaken, the patch note like specifically says, oh, Druid of the Jungle's track brambles. Oh, it calls them brambles. Refresh rate can now receive buffs. Refresh rate. Okay, so that would mean, yeah, we're doing it correctly then. It'd just be the speed buffs. It calls them brambles too, oh my goodness. It just doesn't look like Open, so that's where you get a little confused, I guess. So then we could just sell this, buy this, and do that. And this time I'm actually gonna go for speed here. I'm gonna think about speed. We're gonna use the speed and I don't see why we shouldn't. We always just kind of get a little comfortable and just make sure that we have some good pops there going. But this is fast. This is super fast. And then if I get this one up to a 4th tier, we can use that to instant kill the round 60 BFB. So there's no problems there. I think Azili's abilities coming out here. Oh, it is? Okay, cool. So we can use that on like the end of 55 and just make everything just instant kill with the Moabs. So I know 57 has a bunch of bad stuff. So we'll use it at like the end of 56 if I can time it. Oh, already missed it. But you saw those go down pretty quickly. And then we could also use this little bomb thing, but I don't even know when we'd use it because I don't see anything coming out of the screen. It's pretty funny. And how about this? Just in case I mispull the BFB and I pull something on like 59 instead. So we're gonna use Azili's ability here. Just keep hitting it. Is there not a Moab on 59? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I can just sit there and jam in the ability. I never know because I always felt like there's a Moab on that one, which would just confuse everything. And then I'd pull it the wrong time or use the assassin wrong. But no, you can totally do that. All right, so I'll put her there, which she has the buffs. I don't know why I keep doing that. And then none of these are good. No, they're not good. So I think what I'm gonna do is just wait for the helicopter. Okay, so that's gonna be a loss. That's a bummer. Oh, but it's still gonna take time while it does that. So that's not a big deal. And we're about to have it. If you can just get a little bit more. Okay. Oh, it's 990. I can't even do numbers right. Oh, dude, I should have just bought something else, but I feel like this is still the fastest. I feel like this makes up for it. We probably wasted what, like 10 seconds there? And it does, it does waste some time when you let them spin around the track like that. But the only other thing I could think of was maybe a sniper, but you know it'd still miss. Probably would have saved a couple seconds. And then the other thing I was thinking was maybe a mortar, but I don't like the mortar. Then I was thinking a sub. Oh, a sub. Duh, genius. A sub would automatically have camo because Azili has camo. All right, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get this up to pursuit and then razor rotors just to keep it at the front of the track, destroying things. And then we'll get a sub to mess with the camo balloons because Azili's only good for around 24. So I'm not liking that the balloons have to come onto the screen because Azili's range is back there. I should have moved her up more. So what I'm gonna do here, which is a little silly, but now we have full range with this guy. I could put it on that one just to give it some extra lead popping. And now the sub can attack like the whole track, which is kind of silly. Like it should be blocked off. I guess it is blocked off, but like behind this guy, but I mean, it's whatever. It don't matter. You know, I thought the sub was going to be off limits this run because of its bad placement, but now I'm looking at it and it's perfect because we've only let things go down here a couple times, and that's just because I was being weird. So this is still a really good tower, and I just thought with all these little breaks over here, as you can see, we don't care. Why do we care about what's over here? And we're never going to touch this track. So I guess it's like doesn't matter. Okay, now the last one I want for this, just to keep it awesome, is this top path, because we've also proven how fast these are because we used them. Guess what? On carts and darts. And guess what? On cubism, our fastest run we've ever had. So why not, right? There's nothing faster than this thing for like early, like mid game. And then, oh, I can use their little totem too, huh? For like round 40. That'd be kind of cool. We don't need all the lives. So that should speed things up too, right? Because it makes everybody totemy, but I can't see it and I can't click the upgrades because it's going to stop our game. So let me know below what the totem actually does. I haven't looked it up in a long time, so I can't remember. I know it makes it like really strong, and it should for like taking 10 lives away. That's a lot. That's a lot to sacrifice, given that we can't use it on Impoppable or Chimps. Oh, but that'll work on half cash. I didn't even think about how great that totem is going to help us. I've always just disregarded Azili, but she has her perks, man. Especially when we get to level 10 with that cool ability, we can just take down the BFB really easy. But honestly, I'm just going to pull it down with this thing. Why wouldn't I? And there's our plasma accelerator. So now nothing will get past us. Can I like move? Oh, are you really going to do that to me? That's such a weird thing to do, to like block it off. I don't have razor rotors yet. Might as well get that too. So I feel like this is in the wrong spot because I'm seeing a lot of Moabs, and usually this thing just shreds right through them. I mean, it is. I guess I'm just being like extra greedy here, but I've added a couple more of these guys now because I just think that it's faster the better. And then on 59, I'm just going to start jamming that ability, the pull down ability, and see if we can just get through it. For whatever reason, I thought there was a Moab on 59, but I guess not. So I can just jam this ability. And now I got to keep that in mind because we always do that Moab assassin for 40 on primary only. And the other one, and the regular beginner, I don't want to talk because I'm going to mess this up. Let's go advanced there. Medium, and then we're on Apopalypse. Okay, not bad. And then I'm going to immediately throw down my Dart Monkey and Eliza. So Dart Monkey here, Eliza here. Let's put her up at the top there to get that range. Okay, I know she's not getting the cool thing. I was going slow. Oh my God, I thought I was cool and we were just going slow. I don't think, what's worse? Going slow and thinking you're going fast and wasting time, or just like sitting without hitting play. I think they're both terrible, but she doesn't need this little thing here. She can already do all of that. So I might as well put her up higher so we have more room for a sub to hit. But we have the crossbow too. So I mean, we already have full range of the track. And remember, it does not matter if we lose a balloon on this one because the rounds keep moving. So as long as we don't lose all of our balloons, we'll be good to go. But why are we getting kind of dunked on? Is crossbow not good enough? Okay, maybe we should throw a sub in. Because before we waited for sharpshooter and we lost a lot of stuff. Well, we didn't lose a lot of stuff. We lost some time because I let everything go around the track. But given that it doesn't matter if it goes around the track because the rounds keep moving, should we wait for sharpshooter? I still don't think so. I think once you get to like airburst on this guy with advanced intel, it's just a super solid tower. And you got an extra camo popper, an extra range popper. And when things do go around this circle, he can still hit them down here. Kind of a bummer his range doesn't hit just a little bit more. That would be really awesome. And then that'd be a really good chimps tower. But I think I'm going to avoid him on chimps for the fact that he can't hit down there. He up here, down there, in the middle, whatever you want to call it. So with air burst down and a crossbow, we have unlimited range with everybody. Everyone can see everywhere kind of thing. And then I think I'm safe to grab a druid to help with those leads later on. And I'm going to go up to the 4th tier because not only do I get money, but it's just a powerhouse now. It's just a broken tower. I don't think I can help myself. I have to make a video called "This Tower is Now Broken" because I just want to like solo with it, but we're going for speed, so I gotta throw more stuff down. But I just want to show you how far it can kind of go on its own as long as we have something to pop Moab. So literally just like an armor-piercing darts, and then this guy with like a alchemist and a village, I feel like can take down most of these rounds, like with these. This might be like my new go-to speed strategy when we're trying to go as fast as we can. Obviously, I'd probably have Sada here instead of Eliza, but all I have to do is throw this bomb down, get the Moab assassin, and then I really like the fact that I can get money for this guy. Not much, but it does help. And then we can just sell it and buy a marketplace right off the go without waiting or thinking about it or collecting bananas. It just does it all itself in one go. I love it. Now I'm gonna use it. Oh, but it's Apopalypse, so it's not the same. I always forget that. We probably won't even see a Moab on 40. Yeah, we're not going to. That's a bummer. Okay, so I think what we'll do then is we'll get this one to here. We'll sell this. Oh, there it is. Stupid. All right, so I'm going to get this one up here and right next to the druid because why not get the extra money from the druid when he does his ability? If you didn't know, he gets more money from it. So instead of 320, he's going to get 450. That's not bad. That's really not bad. We'll get our sharpshooter. Okay, now we need something better to pop the Moab. That's for sure. So we'll put this guy here. Oh my gosh, we have so much money. It's ridiculous. And I will buff it because why not? And then we'll camo everybody because again, why not? See if I can get it up there. Yes, I can. Cool, cool, cool. All the way up there, there, there. And then I could use her ability too. So just make everything kind of ridiculous. And then why not do this too and make it even more mean? I love this. Oh, it's already victory. Okay, we don't have to worry about it. That was super funny. I thought we were going for a while longer and now we're on reverse. Ooh, ooh. Okay, here's where things get weird. Okay, I guess we'll put this here and that there and then go. That's weird. That's really weird. But you know what tower it makes awesome now is the boat. Because look, it's nearly at the end there, or the beginning, I guess. And we could use it with the village to put it at the end. So it's like hitting everything. But now I have a really curious question. If I was to move this, would it make everything come out this side instead? Is that how that works? Because that's super weird. I really want to test it, but I don't want to like waste time. So what I'll do is I'll get this boat to the top path because that's what we're gonna do anyway. And then I'll switch it over because he can just take it out himself with those little planes. It's not a big deal. And we're not gonna waste that much time, if any time at all, really. If we time the round right, so if we do it on like round, what would be an easy round? Like the beginning of 55, because then he could use his boats to take down that first ceramic rush, and then it doesn't matter because we have a really long rush ahead of us, so we can just take out the rest on this side. I'm all trying to plan this like crazy thing to test something out, and I'm just gonna mess things up for sure. I want to slow it down to see, but if you look real close, maybe I can like freeze frame it right here while we keep moving in the editing. It looks like, I don't know what those are. Those like honeycombs or leaves? They look like leaves. Like the explosions look like something other than just like a fiery explosion, like a leaf. This combo is sweet though. Now with the sharpshooter, our camo is completely covered up until round 42, which it should still be fine after that too, because sharpshooter is like really good. But instead of getting a village for that one to see camo, I think I'm gonna do my plan again because I really like it. It's working out. I'm gonna put a bomb here. I feel like I like to get more experimental on maps that we know we're going to get slow and then test out new towers, new things. But I like this. Like, we're testing out new things, but we're also just going fast and trying to go as fast as possible. And I always go into these thinking like, okay, we're going to go as fast as possible. But then I don't know what it is. I don't know if I get lazy, if I get comfortable, or if I just like to just, casually speed run. But I don't do the things that go fast. Like, I don't always Moab Assassin around 40 or pull the boat on 60, which I should. And then I should get like a Pirate Lord and start pulling all of the ZOMGs starting on round 80. Why wouldn't I? Okay, so I'm just gonna keep hitting my ability. I know round 39 is longer, but like, I don't wanna mess up, I could easily mess up, which I probably would if I didn't just keep hitting it because I'm talking. So just keep hitting it. There we go, round 40's done. Sell this guy, buy this one. Now we got our money. We can grab our Druid. Well, first I want my village. So, and then Druid if I can fit it. Oh, perfect. And I just wanted camo for the boat, to be honest. Or I guess for the Druid too. Like, we don't have any camo, we just have those two. And now he's hitting the beginning or end of the track, however you want to look at it. That is cool. I just feel like there's levels to this whole speedrunning thing. Like, level 1 would be something along the lines of just placing towers down quickly, don't pause, don't click upgrades, just basically just going through the game as quickly as you can. Level 2 would be something along the lines of using fast towers. Don't use an ice tower that's an icicle impale. It's going to slow everybody down if you don't have a tower that can like shred through it and make that worthwhile kind of thing. Because we've gotten really slow on some with using, I think we used an icicle impale and a top path mortar. It was like the slowest one. I think it was like town center. It was so gross. And then I think like higher up levels are going to be something along the lines of like learning all of the rounds. Because for instance, like if I use a Moab Assassin at the beginning of round 50, that's kind of a waste. You'd use it at the very end of round 50 so you can get to round 51 quicker and take down that second Moab. So if you knew how many Moabs are in each round or when the end one would be, like on me, I'm always like just hitting that ability on round 39 because I'm like, oh, I just don't want to miss it. And a lot of the times it's because I can't see the balloons because we're keeping them so far at the front of the screen. But at the same time, if I like knew the rounds backwards and forwards, we can go so much faster, right? But I'm really happy with this, and I think we were supposed to use this thing, right? I'm gonna try it now. Oh, and it does, it totally does. I messed that up for sure. Okay, I need to do this. Oh my gosh, what a dummy, what a dummy. I took longer than I needed to. Okay, but that proved our point. Watch me, there's silver border at least, but watch us blow this whole run because of that. But no, we're 3 minutes ahead of time. Like 3 full minutes, that is so crazy. And what I'm saying is we normally get into hard mode at 48 minutes and we're at 45 minutes. That means we are flying. We are legit flying right now. Okay, this is kind of bad. I feel like I should get a sniper or something, but I want to get a sub after I get crossbow. But if he's gonna keep missing, I don't know if that's a good idea. Because I don't need him to be going around. Okay, no, we'll be fine. Just get through this round. There we go. Perfect. I don't even want to let one balloon slip past to this two little team right here. Oh my gosh, too many tongue-tied words. But you get what I'm trying to say. If we can keep everything above this line like we've been doing, we are going to have a faster time than Cubism. See, this is the part that I'm kind of nervous about. I'm thinking about doing this for chimps, but this guy's dead in the water, literally, until we get to advanced intel. So can a crossbow and a Zealy hang on long enough? And they might be able to, but on chimps, that's going to slow us down so much. We won't lose, luckily, because our sub's down here to clean up the end. But it's not that fast. But Azalea's actually really good. She can pop lead and camo right off the rip. That's really good. Now, not tons of them, but she can do what she needs to do. So that's actually really good. Like, I'm always thinking like, no, you have to use Sada if you want to go fast. But our fastest run is Cubism with Etienne. We did Carts and Darts an unbelievably fast time with, was it Oben? Oh no, that was Sada. That was Sada actually. She was really fast. Okay, just kidding, Sada. I still love you. But I think Tinkerton was with Rosalia. Rosalina? Which one's from Mario? I always forget. Point being is that it doesn't have to always be Sada. You can just use whatever you want. And Azalea's really fast. And if you can use her abilities, and now we're getting into the harder, longer rounds with bigger Moab class, Azalea's level 10 ability is going to actually come into a lot of handy here. Because like on 65, I think, or 74 and 75, like 75 was like 47 BFBs at the end. So if we can just use her ability, we won't even have to worry about them. They'll just disappear. Now, I don't think she's the best for the lead rounds. So that's why I think I should still get one of these guys. But I didn't even notice them. She actually does take things out pretty quickly. I like her. And next to Voidora, this is one of the coolest skins in the game. for sure. Like there's a galaxy. She is a galaxy, Galaxilia. Like that's pretty cool. Told you I really like this. I'm gonna keep doing it because it's just awesome. It's purely awesome. I'm gonna grab this guy right next to him, and I'm gonna hit my ability a lot just because I'm also not paying attention. I think that's why too. I'm acting like I don't know the rounds. I just don't want to mess it up. I don't pay attention long enough to do that kind of stuff. So there we go. It's gone. That was instant killing a Moab, which is just purely awesome. We'll grab our sharpshooter there to help with those camos. And this is really fun too, because normally I'm like super obsessed with buying farms, and I'm like, farms the only way to win this game. And like we're still farming, but it's like super lazily, and I don't think we're gonna need that many for what we're doing here. Jungle's Bounty is gonna be a good farm. I mean, I have to use an ability, which I don't like doing, but when I do, I get an extra life, which doesn't help. And then also we get a lot of money, like 450 we decided, right? And now look it, Druid is keeping everything above the screen. Oh my goodness, if I had 2 of them, that's just redonkulous. That is so cool. All right, I think I'm gonna get 450. Yes, that is so good, that is so good. And if I'm just gonna sit here and not buy stuff, I'm just gonna buy another farm to get more money from the Druid. Plus I get more money, and we need more money. So now how much do we get? 580, that's not bad. That is so good. Like 580 per round on that guy. That's more than these guys make. I think he makes 416 and he makes 400. I should probably buy something though. Like legit, we're playing a game. I should probably stick with it here. I'm gonna actually grab this one. I think that was a good one from before, all the way up there. I didn't even notice that Moab, which doesn't matter. I can use Azili's ability to take out the last one. See, at the end of 50, I timed that right. We are going to have our fastest time yet. If I don't make a mistake, knock on wood, I better not make a mistake. Why do I have 93 lives? Did I make a mistake? What happened? Why do I have 93 lives? Did we lose one in the beginning? Seriously though, let me know below. When did I lose a life? Was it the Moab? Forgot about my camo on this guy though, so that's good. He needs to go faster. That's the whole point of having him, is to get him buffed up and awesome. And then I have my boat, because we're gonna try to do that every time. If I can remember, that's really good. I'm gonna buff this guy with this one, because that'll be cool. Okay, 59, so I'm just gonna keep hitting that. That is number 6? Yeah, 6. I'm just gonna keep hitting 6. Awesome. That was so cool. That was so awesome. I love that. I'm going to keep him here. I'm not going to sell him, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab him up to the Pirate Lord for 80. So we don't have to worry about those big old ZOMG, especially in like 85 and then 87. Gross. We'll just have that guy do it. And I wish I used powers in these runs, because I would put down a tech bot and just have it keep using Azili's ability, and that would instantly make us faster like all the time. So I guess I could just casually hit the 5 button, which is my hotkey for that, and just always use it when I can, because it doesn't hurt to go like a little bit fast. I was around 63 already. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's buy some more stuff here and stop messing around. I think a plane will be good if I can get in range of the village, which I can, so that's awesome. So I'm using her ability every time that I can, and it's actually really cool. My finger's getting tired because I'm just not stop hitting it. But I kind of wish I didn't go for the Spectre. I just didn't think of anything else on the fly. I probably should have grabbed like another plasma accelerator, or maybe gotten this. No, that's the same price there, I guess. But it just took too long to get there, and I feel like we could have just helped it out. And now we only have 7 rounds to get $28,000 for the Pirate Lord, and I do think that's the best way to take down that guy. Or no, what am I doing? We can just go with one of these. Why do I have to go with that? Just First Strike's not the best like replicable, because I like the Pirate Lord, the fact that he can pull down like 3 ZOMGs at once, right? I think he can. Is it 3 or 2? I think it's 3 now. I think they've buffed him up in a few updates ago, and he can pull 3, so like 85 will be cool. Or is it 87? Either way. So there we go, 75. Oh my gosh, I used the ability and it just happened to be at that time, and that was perfect. Didn't have to stress about it at all. So I could sell this boat, because I'm not gonna, why wasn't I using the boat? Why wasn't I also pulling down with the boat? Now that's the way to go super fast. I'm such a weirdo, dude. I just don't think about these things. Might as well get advanced intel for that extra damage there. And then put a sniper down, because why not? And then we'll get him to the good sniper. Well, I guess I sold a little too early there, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so now I just wait for 80 to click. I can't just keep hitting the first strike, because that's a guaranteed gonna mess it up and use it on a BFB. So we have to wait for the round to click over. I can also buy this too. That's super cool. Okay, click over round. There we go, 80. Boom. That was the fastest one ever. That was the fastest hard mode we've ever done in our entire lives. Guaranteed. Nothing can beat that. Oh my goodness. Magic Monkey's only. What are we gonna use? Eliza, of course, right here. And then I guess, oh dude, that's not good. She's gonna miss until we can get something. Oh, gross. No, not a wizard. That's a bad idea. We'll grab one of these guys here and put him like right there, huh? Just in case. Okay, I think that's the best spot. Slow start, but we can do it. And then luckily with the Seeking Shurikens, it'll like trace up the track. So it should speed it up a little bit better. So like once it gets down to here, it'll go back up once we have like the second tier, I believe, up top. So I want to get my druid, but I also think it's important to get another ninja because I don't want this one to be attacking at all. That's way too far down the track. So if I can get him up to like a double shot and then I can start getting my druid up there, we should be in a pretty good spot. And then we shouldn't be seeing Bloons either, especially once we get the druid. So I'll sell him for that last druid of the jungle because I think it's around the same price. So I was going to go for double shot, but I think this is still a better idea. I don't see why it wouldn't be. So go here. Okay, maybe I should have gotten double shot. It's just, obviously we're not doing bad. Nothing's getting past this guy here, but I just don't like how far down the track it's getting. So we're gonna sell, buy. There we go. That should be a lot faster, hopefully. It is. It's holding him up. There we go. Get double shot. Caltrop, still can't figure out if it's Caltrops or Caltrops. It has to be Caltrops because Caltrop sounds stupid. I decided to go Jungle's Bounty first. I know we're like real close to the Moab here, but it's so good. And then I get money for it. And then I do have Azili's Totem. So I think we can take down the Moab even with nothing of greatness. I don't know. I'm still thinking I should go with Bloon Jitsu. I was going to go with the bottom path wizard and get up to those little Unwakened Dead ones. But then that has to be like timed right on 39 to be able to pop 40. Which I don't know. I feel like this is better, Bloon Jitsu. Because even without the Alchemist, using her totem should be pretty strong, but I'm going to outbuff it anyway. I'm going to outbuff you because you're cooler. Even though it's completely useless for around 40. I think it's cool. Okay, so I just got to remember to use it at the end of 40. There we go. Oh my goodness, that was fast. Did you see that? I don't know if it was just because he was buffed and he was buffed, but that was so cool. Okay, now I need to put this guy in there somewhere. That works actually. All the way here. Now the smarter person would go with the top path for the cross path because then we would have like range over here for that shimmer when it does miss. But I feel like Wall of Fire is even better because now we look where that's at. It's at the front of the track. We're not seeing literally any Bloons. This is sick. Do people still say sick? Like, wow, man, that's sick, or that's rad. No, I never used rad either. We just would say sick, or back in the day we'd say tight. That's tight. And I haven't said that in so long. Now that I just said it, it's made me feel like I'm like 15 again. That's funny. I always tell you guys a story around this time, so I'll throw in a quick little fun one. I don't know if it's because I'm American or just because they're really cool, but I've been into like, I don't know, can I say that without getting demonetized? But in like firearms, I guess is what the proper term for it is, since I was little, and we always used to go shooting when I was a kid. And this Saturday, I'm doing my first pistol competition. I'm really excited because it's like, if you ever seen them on YouTube or stuff, like I think IDPA is what it's called. And you get to literally like run around like John Wick and go pew, 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 and like run around and go crazy. And I've always wanted to do it. And I finally found one that's like somewhat local, where there's going to be a lot of really good people there that are willing to train and help you out and get into it. And I'm just super, super excited about it. But the problem is I don't have any of like the accessories, the gear. Like you're supposed to have like a nice belt and holster and then all these things to hold magazines and all that kind of stuff. And I have none of that. Like none. I just have what I need. And so they told me I can just put the magazines in my pockets and then just like run around like a crazy person while everyone else has this like decked out few $100 gear. And I thought that was really funny. But luckily my buddy's going with me too. I did not hit Azili's ability. I did not. Am I talking too much? Okay, so we're getting around 60 here. I'm just going to do that. Use Azili's ability. Say that 10 times fast. We're going to sell this one for that. I need to do two things at once here. So before 63. So sell, buy. Oh, come on, dude. Come on. Okay. I guess I don't need you anymore. So do that. Okay. Use this ability. Use this ability. Use whatever ability you can because you're messing it up. You're messing it up for everybody. Just do it. Okay. I should have sold the ninja. That's the one I didn't need the most. But I can still buff him, right? Like the speed of him, or does that only apply to the 4th tier? Does it matter? I don't think it does, and I don't care. So what I'm going to do now is just add more damage to this up front so we can go a little bit faster. So I think a super is the best. So again, I want this back. So shimmer it again. Why did I get rid of that? Why did I sell that? Not the stupid ninja. That's funny. But yeah, I got my buddy to go with me too. I talked him into it, which I'm really excited because I have a lot of hobbies, like a lot of hobbies. It's kind of weird, but I always end up doing them on my own. Like I told you guys, I started boxing last year, but now I switched over to jiu-jitsu. I've been going to there and it's really cool. It's a fun community and everything, and I'm making good acquaintances, But when you get to my age, you don't really make friends anymore. You just say, hey, what's up, man? How's it going? And that's the kind of the end of it. So I just consider it another solo hobby. It's cool to have like a lifelong friend that I've known since I was like 13, 14 years old, and we're gonna go together and do this really fun competition, and I'm just super excited about it. So I'll have to let you guys know the results, but there's also the chance that I might not compete either, because if I get there and everyone has like, crazy setups, or they're just literally the one who trained John Wick and I have magazines in my jean pockets, like I don't know about that. Like they have all these holsters and crazy gear and all that stuff, and if none of all this is going over your head because none of this world, I apologize, but I always like to tell a story around this time. I'm super stoked about it, and if any of you are into that kind of stuff, let me know, and let me know what you run and how often you go, and that'd be really cool to find like a competitioner out there, especially in SoCal too, because I might see you there. That'd be fun. I know I've been yapping away, but it really doesn't matter. Look at this. I mean, we are going so fast. This is unbelievable. I'm really nervous about half cash because I've not tested anything. I didn't even look at half cash with this. Or did I? When I did my fast track pack, if you saw that video, I might have done half cash on here. I don't know why I would have, because I would have saved it for maybe. I could have, but I don't remember, and it was fast track. So, that was the whole point, was that the fast track packs makes half cash. Like I would buy it just for half cash because it makes it not stupid. Like, because half cash is stupid, let's be real. And I'm sorry, I've said stupid like 8 times this video, but I'm just late for me, and half cash sucks. Half cash really sucks. And basically, let's totem it here to make it a little bit stronger. What does the totem do? Is it like open some to just slow it down? But luckily we're on double HP mobs, so I can like get my bearings on before we get going with this. But I think what we'll do for half cash is, would a crossbow be good? Or honestly, probably a ninja in the back, right? Like right where we just had it right there. And I think that's what we should do on chimps too. I feel like that's the safest way to not have a lost pop there. Or maybe a sub into airburst would be a really good start. Oh, come on, dude. What are you doing? Taking too long. But this is double HP mob, so we could fast forward a little bit. I feel like I messed up here. I don't have enough to buy what I need to buy. I'll have to sell my sub, I guess, because I need this one quicker. 34. I'm not going to have enough for it, am I? That's a huge bummer. Like, I'll have enough, but I don't know if we're going to be able to use it for the actual Moab. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. That was awesome. Okay. Get rid of you then. Do our thing like we normally do. And I'm going to buy the sharpshooter right off the go so we can use it for 42. Okay, cool. I think I'm going to farm a little bit more for this just because double HP Moabs, they have double HP, so it takes a lot longer to beat them up. So since we're doing fine and I can get more money for this, I'm going to put this right here and go all the way up, get some more money. And I'm going to try to greed one more out of here because why not? He's in range, I believe. And then there we go. That's why you don't greed. But I have to. Then I'll grab another sub for the Moab. See, as soon as I start farming like crazy, that's when things happen. And I feel like I shouldn't have done that. I'm so bummed with myself right now. But at least I think we're going to get like more than 540 or whatever it was. We're going to get 710. That's really good now per round. And that'll take down the Moab. Even if it's double HP, I'll buff this guy up. Okay, one more greed if I can fit it there. Oh, I can't fit one. I want to fit it with the druid. Maybe he can reach there. Maybe. No, not going to happen. But I still need another. Let's see if it works though. Maybe. Actually, let's put this here and then it will. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, but now I got camo for him. So that's good. And then I'll buff him so he's faster. But it's not the balloons that are a problem. I need to get more Moab popping power, to be honest. And then the big guy is coming, so we are going to just do it this way because that's been working pretty well. I'm trying to find a spot that this guy makes sense, but I think right here will be fine. So we'll put it right there. How about a little bit more to the right? A little bit more. There we go. And then I'm just going to keep hitting that ability because we've learned that there's nothing on 59, so that's good. And we'll pull it immediately. There we go. Don't have to worry about it. I don't know if I didn't have a... Oh, no, I did have Azili's ability. I just wasn't using it. What a dum-dum. That would have been cool this whole time. I think I'm just going to do this. I'm 3, 4, and 5. I'm just going to keep using all of these abilities like crazy and just not stop. Because it's great to pull down a double HP BFB or Moab and then use her ability to take down those quickly and then grab another plasma. So that hopefully they're crossing streams if I have that monkey knowledge. I think I do. And then just keep pulling. Oh my gosh, this is so fast for double HP. I love this so much. Then I should use her totem too. Why not? I have a ton of lives. And here's what we're gonna do. Here we're gonna sell this one by this one. Is that in range? No, it's not in range. Okay, so we'll put it in range right here, all the way up to there. Sell you, buy you. There we go. Use your abilities. Don't forget. Use that ability. Get ready for the big old ZOMG. I know sometimes we'd like super farm and then end up getting a flying fortress for this, but why didn't we just do this? Why didn't we buy a bunch of boats or a pirate lord or a bunch of first strikes, or do what we're doing now and use Azili's ability just like crazy? Because we are zooming. Like, look at this. Now, that instantly went away once you pop it open because of Azili's ability. This is so sick. But now my fingers are kind of getting tired. And if you guys are just trying to play this normally, like that's kind of boring. But just keep in mind though, you don't need to do any of these abilities. It's just for speed. And that's the whole point that I'm trying to make, is that I should be going faster if I'm trying to do speed runs. But you do not need this to complete any of these game modes, that is for sure. I'm going to add some more. Why not? Just make it easier. So I'm literally just doing like a rat-a-tat-tat thing, like 3 fingers and just hitting them all and rolling them, because as you can see, I'm hitting them and it's not doing anything because there are no Moab class. So I'm just trying to just pull. And then on 80, I'm going to use that first strike. Look at that go. Like, you don't need to do this though on 79, because I just wasted those 2, which means we had to break down that last BFB. And then, so if I saved them right, yeah, see what I mean? Now there's going to be another one and I kind of screwed that up. Okay, there we go. First strike doesn't matter. We're done. You still need to know where the balloons are coming out from and like at what part of the round you're on, things like that. Otherwise, you're just kind of wasting time and making your fingers hurt for nothing. So I'm going to put this guy here for free. Okay, because we still want to go fast. Okay, I'm going to actually do this then. I think this is the best plan. Might not be the fastest, but it really won't take long to get 540 and we won't lose. Yeah, it's not the worst. That's not the worst. It is half cash. So, I mean, there is some expected like slowdown. But as soon as we get advanced intel, it's going to make things a lot better. Oh my gosh, it's taking forever, dude. I didn't think it would be like this, to be completely honest. I should have just put more dart monkeys and then sold them for an Azili, or like sold them for the advanced intel. I should have done that. Oh, I wasn't thinking. Oh well, we should be good now for a little bit. See, that's another step. When I was saying earlier, like step 1 is this, step 2 is this, I forgot about like selling to buy. We did that on a few other runs too, where we bought like 3 specters and then sold them to get the goods flying fortress. But we didn't just wait for the flying fortress and be slow at attacking with 1 specter. We bought a few of them so they could all attack, and then we sold them to buy the best one. That's what we should have done now. We should have bought a bunch of dart monkeys and sold them for an advanced intel with twin guns, and then that would have been a lot better of a start. Because I do need Azili. She is going to make us go faster, but it's just when I buy her, and that's why I never go with Azili, and I talk smack on her a lot, is because once you get her, it's not really worthwhile. Now that we're in the harder modes, we're going to be hitting Impoppable here soon. It's just kind of lackluster. You save up for her, and then she does like 1 pop at a time. So it's kind of lame. So 585 right there. I like it. No way. See, that's so slow. Oh my goodness. We need air burst. See, but with that fast track, it was really cool. Like, I know an $8.99 price tag's pretty hefty. And for people that don't do microtransactions, you're just not into that, and I totally get it. But we were able to start our first round of half cash with a farm. And that is just so helpful, like unbelievably helpful, because I think we started around 25, but I can't buy a farm right now. I'd get dunked on if I bought a farm right now. Straight up just lose. Was it around 25 or was it like round 15 and I started with a farm? Whatever it was, I had a farm. Like, that's crazy. So I'm going to take a little bit of a risk here. I want to get Druid of the Jungle and Hard Thorns, but then am I going to not have even enough for triple guns, and then we can't take out the Moab? So I am going to slow on the Moab for sure, but I just think it's smarter, because then this guy will start speeding up just in general, just make up for that little bit of time loss, I hope. But I at least need triple guns, or we just can't even pop the Moab, which sometimes the Moab can't even be popped with triple guns. So let's just hope for the best here. There it is. Okay, we have 5 rounds. If I can't get triple guns and maybe even acidic Mishra Dip, then what are we doing with our lives? I'm wondering if I could just get straight armor piercing darts. Probably not though, right? Yeah, that's asking for too much. Let's just get the acidic Mishra Dip. Oh, the totem too. I can use a totem. I don't know if it's gonna help up there, but I mean, might as well use it. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're not gonna lose. That's all that matters. So I need to do this. I have to buy a farm. You can't not have a farm in half cash now. I've learned that like the hard way a couple of times. So I'm just going to sacrifice a little bit of time here. We're still going fast, like nothing. And then I say that and we're getting completely dunked on. I love it. That was gross. Okay, at least I need to do this here. I need to do 15, 10. There we go. Okay, I'm not unhappy with this. I have 2 farms. I'm on round 49. We have this guy up to a 320, so this guy should be able to handle everything that we're going to be seeing for a while. If I can get Jungle's Bounty, my plan for 63 is going to be a Jungle's Bounty with an Alchemist next to him and the village. Just like I was telling you how I did on Monkey Meadow. We'll use our totem if we need to. We have our farms here. We can get it for sure. Oh no, that's not good though. That's taking too much time. I don't like that. We're wasting time here. Not the most, but like enough to be annoying. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Now I don't have to worry about 55 or 57 or anything. I don't care. I just don't care. We got this. Okay, so I'm going to Alch buff you. So I need to get rid of this guy, unfortunately. I wanted to keep him, but not anymore. So we're going to Alch buff. Okay, for 60, I'm going to use my ability, and then it's going to take it out. Oh my gosh, that was so awesome. That was so cool. Okay, now I'm going to sell both of these. I don't want to have any problems here on 63. So we're going to sell you, use this one to sell that one. And then what we're going to do is buy recursive right here. Right there. Actually, let's put it right there. Why not? Why not? Right there, cursive. There we go. Boom. Perfect. Get some camo on this big dog there in case we get some mess ups. Oh my gosh, it didn't even go through the portal. That is so sick. Oh my gosh. And then for this one, I'm also going to use a totem because why not? Just make sure it just gets totally wrecked. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Now I am just going to start using my ability a lot for Zilly because the problem is we don't really have a Moab popper. We have this guy, but he's just not the best. So let's do what we did earlier. It has a village too. I mean, it's perfect. Do you remember that one time though, we were going really fast on Polyphemus's Black Border run and then somehow I died on 77? Like I've never even seen, I don't even know what's on 77 and I just lost to it somehow. I just do not want that to happen here because we are doing phenomenal, like phenomenal top one time for sure. And we're blindly doing this too. I don't think I did half cash. And if I did, it was with Sada just to mess around to see where we started with the fast track, which fast track, as we've already established, is completely different than regular. You cannot call half cash, fast cash, half cash, fast pack the same thing as this one because that is crazy. Okay, I'm going to put this here. I'll buff you. Does this work really well? Like, okay, so first off, why aren't I using her ability? That was the whole point. And then I'm gonna try that. Does that, oh, that does really well too. We can use that for 80. So for 80, we'll use the monkey totems, our Azili ability and the Azili totem. And we should be like really good, like just phenomenal well. Do you see how it instant kills though, her ability? This is so cool. Like it's taking so much less time than it normally would. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. So like 75 is awful, right? So what we'll do is we'll just use our ability and it's gone. It's nowhere. It's out of here. It's done. This is a bummer though. Like if you're trying to go for embrittlement and then you're forgetting that you're on half cash, so you make no money. It's kind of a bummer because now this guy's kind of useless because if he ices any of these balloons, he just sits there and wastes his pops until it's embrittlement, which is kind of a bummer. But 79, we're going to just, oh wow, that was the end of 78. That was kind of crazy. Okay, so after this one, we're just gonna totem the ability, and then I should have first strike too, but I just don't care. So we're just gonna completely take it out as fast as we possibly can because it'll be awesome. Okay, ready? Okay, there's one more apparently. Okay, ready? Here we go. Did that work? It just like froze it up, and it did. It went away. That was really cool. That was actually really cool. Oh my gosh, we're flying. We're flying right now. This is the best thing ever. Okay, can we start with Eliza? We can, and it's alternate, so that's perfect. We'll put this here. Take a little bit of a loss, I guess. I mean, that's best we can do. Dude, that starts off fast. There's like a lot of stuff going on. It's kind of ugly. Okay, I don't want this to happen, so I'm going to do this until we can buy it. I'll sell it for it. So I need 675, so at 560. Am I doing that right? I don't know how to do math. Okay, cool. We're good. We're good. And if I wasn't praising her enough already, she can pop the camo lead on 24, so we don't have to buy like a dumb 1-1-0 sniper or have an alchemist on a sub that won't work or an alchemist on a ninja that won't work. Like we got it right here ready to go. I want to go with druid, but I still think the fastest is going to be a sub since there's so much camo on this for sure. So I don't want to stray from what's been working, but we do have to realize that on alternate we have that big ole ugly, oh, and that too, camo rushes on 36, not regular ones. I have no idea what's an alternate. I always forget, but I do know that it's a fortified Moab on 40. Fortified Moab on 40. And that's really bad. That's gross and ugly and I don't like it. So what we're going to do, and we never do this, is we're going to get an assassin. And the reason why we never do it is because we immediately get like a Moab on 42 or something like that. And it just makes it really difficult. So what I think that we'll do, I don't know actually. I'm trying to think the best possible plan. I need a farm and I want to do what I normally do. Oh, I'm not even have enough for it, am I? Oh my goodness. I'm not even have enough for it. Unless it like immediately regenerates. Come on. Oh my gosh. And then I just yeeted it anyway. Okay, this is dumb. This is dumb. Okay, I'm going to buy this one as soon as I can. I messed that one up. Okay, so we'll just buy this one, buy a little alchemist. We'll do it a little bit slow and backwards, but at least we're going to go fast. Like we're still not going to lose, and we're still moving at a quick speed, but just slower than I normally like to do with like farms and stuff. That was like 1 second away from using the assassin in a good terms. Okay, so definitely need this because we need to take down those mobs faster than what we were doing. Definitely going to grab a sharpshooter because it's awesome. There we go. Okay, that's the speed I'm looking for this far in. And then we'll buff them up too. Does that mean 50 is a BFB? I never remember. And that would be awful. Ooh, but I shouldn't buy the marketplace right away. I should buy these first, right? Because he gets that amount of money regardless of what they are, which is awesome. What I mean is the druid. He gets more money per farm. Doesn't matter if I upgrade the farm or whatnot. So that's cool. Okay, so there we go. We got 3 farms. Not bad. Ooh, I can fit another one. That's what I wanted. So how much are we getting for that then? Oh, like 800 or something. That's not bad. Okay. So now what we need to do is make sure that we have enough to keep popping. So we just had a BFB that early. So I'm going to go with this one for now. So we're just kind of putting like things together. It's like not the best, but I mean, it gets it done and we're going pretty fast. I'm going to keep using Azalea's ability now that we have it. No, we're good there. We need jungle drums on this one. And then we might as well get this because it's been doing really well for us. Okay, on 60, I think it's a ZOMG, right? Or is it a fortified BFB? Okay, so I'm going to use my totem there to make it even faster. That was really not bad considering. Got our accelerator. I didn't even put camo on my druid though. That's the whole point of him. Okay. And I can still fit this guy. We are doing so good. I am loving this. I hope I'm not jinxing it by talking so much goodness on it, but we are killing it. Now 63, I don't know if we have 63 in the bag here. Oh, okay, doesn't matter. We're good. It's this guy really. He's doing all the work. Look at that. But I think 63 on alternate Bloon rounds isn't as hard as it is on regular 63, right? I think it's like just silly stuff. What's cool is I haven't even been really paying attention, but this guy's made 9160, and our best farm is right here at 10, 9, 11,000. So he's almost doing better than our farms. So not bad at all. So I have 2 specters now, so we're doing phenomenal on that end. We're not going to lose. So I'm going to do this and buy that one, and then I would like to have another one, and I'm still hitting Azalea's ability like crazy. So I don't know if I'd want to like keep this up all the time. Because like I said, I'm using this ability and it's working. It's doing great. So I feel like I'm going to have to, like, if I have a good ability, like I should always be using Quincy's ability. I should always be using Sada's ability. I should never not be using it if you look at it like that. So I feel like I should get tech bots. Because if you're trying to go fast, this is the way to do it. Just spam things that just go crazily fast. Okay, so now I do have a first strike. Is it going to work though? I'm going to use this one too. Oh, it's 80, so I'll use it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to totem then. Oh, I do have another one though, so I'll use that one. Okay, we're still just as fast. That was crazy. 660 bucks, can't beat it. And we're gonna go to hard and Impoppable. Dude, we're already on Impoppable at 1:45. We are going for a world record time right now, for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna see if she can handle it on her own. Hopefully she can. I'm gonna put it right here. I don't know why I did that, why I was like tripping about that. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here instead. And then we're gonna grab a sub. I feel like that's the safest way because all we have are our spikes. And I might do something like this on chimps too. Is what I'm kind of getting ready for. Honestly, it was like a little bit of a panic and I thought I was on chimps because I could have put that there. I wasn't going to lose any lives. I have spikes here for like 25 pops or something, and I would have had a sub down by then. So it really wouldn't have been a big deal, but I feel safer. So I'm a little nervous. We're on Impoppable, so obviously things cost more, but we're on 37 and I don't even have a triple guns. I think if I should be able to get at least one of these abilities and then, I mean, we'll have triple guns. That's good enough, right? I hope. I just feel like we're going to go really slow on this Moab here. And I should probably have used an assassin. I wasn't thinking again, I should have bought the assassin. That's the whole point. So we've been doing this whole time and it worked great. Now I'm all of a sudden changing up my plan like a dum-dum. So that's what I'm saying. I can't keep like, because I have to operate at like peak Bloon performance for 2.5 hours and it's harder than it sounds. Okay, so let's go do that. Oh, that was actually really good. Who cares? That was fine. That was like 2 milliseconds slower than just using the other one. Okay, so I'm gonna fit these in here as tight as I can to get it in his range. Okay, there's 1, there's 2. So when I use it, I get a bunch of money. I think I messed that up because now I can't really fit anything else in his range. I mean, maybe one right here if I'm lucky. Will that work? Let's see. Definitely not. Oh my goodness. I think 3 is like 710, right? Yeah, I know that was a joke. We'll keep that out of here then. So what I need to do now is actually put something in here that works. So I'm gonna grab a crossbow because I like it. I think it's awesome. And then we're gonna grab alchemist here because it makes him faster and awesome. Well, berserker brew, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Who need all the money, right? Who needs that much money? I am gonna buy another farm here because we need at least 4. I'm gonna say 5 to offset the amount that we got from the druid using his ability, because we got a lot of money that last time around. So I have 5 farms and a jungle drums, and I'm gonna save my 4th ability, or my 4th ability or 2nd ability, so we can take down that thing instantly like we just did. Now for 63, I have nothing, so we're gonna buy a couple things here. We're gonna buy you if I can, right there. And then we're gonna buy another one right here because I just need more popping power for the little rush there. Super easy stuff, love it. Okay, now I'm gonna see if I can fit one of these in range of the village, which I can, so that's perfect. And since we're doing a good job of keeping everything up at bay, I'm still trying to use still trying to use Azalea's ability every time, but I'm gonna sell both of these and just buy this Spectre because the bombs haven't been getting any love at all, just because the Spectre and then this guy's been doing all the work, and then this one takes down the Moab, so easy stuff there. I'm gonna try to sell you. I'm gonna do what I was talking about earlier, where I'm gonna buy 2 Spectres and then use those to get up to the big dog on 80 if I can. Honestly, a big reason for this time jump is Azalea's ability. She is making these things fly. Because I'm literally just cutting rounds in half almost, because when there's a big cluster of BFBs, she just takes them down in one shot. Like, look how fast the BFB went down. There's no insides, there's no nothing. It's just instant. And she's already attacking it too. Like, her ability attacks it while it makes it disappear. That is insane. So I have 2 Spectres, 5 farms. I think I need about $37,000. Then I can sell all 5 farms and the Spectre, and then I'll have the Flying Fortress. I'm not going to get rid of my Druid because he's destroying everything. I probably should have gotten something better for that ZOMG on 80, but Azalea's ability came in at the last second there, made it pretty awesome. And look how fast we're just clearing everything. This is pretty good. 85 might be a little rough, but hopefully we'll have Flying Fortress by then. So that's why I'm like, should I just save the ability for those good rounds that I know they're going to be crazy? But look how fast it makes those go. I can't not. All right, I'm going to try 85 naturally because I want to save some more money here though. I don't just want to have a Flying Fortress and be done. So we're going to do that. Boom. Okay, that was easy. And then, but then it slows that one down. So I'm selling. Oh my goodness. And we'll sell you too. Buy you. Put a little ice monkey right up front. Make it real mean about it. Don't need you anymore. I think I'll actually get the Embrittle. I never get that one, but I used it the other day and it was just phenomenal what it could do. It was a huge jump. I just thought it was always there as like a kind of a novelty thing. Like, oh yeah, it's like Embrittle, but better. But no, it's like a lot better than Embrittle. Okay, I'm gonna sell my Alchemist and see if I can get enough for another first strike. That'd be pretty cool. And then we'll just blast away the big old bad and call it a day and move on to chimps, which I don't even know what I'm gonna do to start. I'm actually kind of nervous. I guess I'll just do like a ninja start. Or no, probably a dart into a sub. That's probably the cleanest, but not the fastest, but it'll be the cleanest. So should we go with fastest then? Okay, doubles first strike. There we go. That was so fast. Oh my goodness. We're on our last one. It's $990. That was awesome. Let's do this. Let's roll. We can start with Azalea, but that's just asking for trouble. So we're gonna put you here. We're gonna put you here, and we're gonna see if that works. This might actually work. Oh no, we have too many. It's a green and stuff. And he can't see. He's even if with the longer range. Oh my goodness. He can't see that track. This will be fine though. We're fine. Because then he can help out up there when it gets down to him. Just, oh, what a waste of time. I don't think the ninja would have been any better, but still, you know. No. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's our first loss. Okay, so we're gonna do this guy here. Okay, and then we're gonna do a sub here too. Sub here too. Okay, so now we got double hits. There's no way we'll mess this up now. Oh my goodness. I hope that didn't mess us up. I think that wasted like a minute and a half. I think we should be okay though. This is ridiculous. I'm actually kind of mad right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you're gonna go here, you're gonna go here, and then you're gonna go here. And that's the best we can do. I just, oh my goodness. Why didn't I start with that at the beginning? I just don't want to use the ninja. And once you place a tower on chimps, it's stuck there. Oh, I just wasted about like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, at least we're not losing in like the 90s though, right? So I mean, it could be worse. Okay, as I always say, once you get to a 201 ninja, you can pretty much buy your hero all the time. So that's what we're gonna do is we're gonna get Azalea because we need her for the end, especially for that bad. I wish we can get her to level 20. Like if you could put her on this little part here where it gave you the more experience, that'd be so sick, because then you'd have her ability for around 100 and just take it out like very simply. Okay, so put her right here. Now I think I want to be done with the ninja. I don't want a ninja. I don't need a ninja. But we can't use money with the druid, so I don't know if he's the best choice for chimps mode though. I just thought about that. That's actually kind of a bummer. But he is just really good in general, keeping everything fast. So I think we might just get him still for that reason. Just don't have to worry about money, I guess. But we used that money to buy what we needed for 40. So, oh my goodness. So I got the up to air burst, and then I am gonna get this guy. I have to. We have to at least get Drew to the jungle. So I'm completely doing this on the fly. I'm so nervous. So I have a triple guns. I do not want to get armor piercing darts because I don't think I'm going to need it, because once I get the jungle's bounty, we'll be okay for ceramics and stuff. So that'll be non-existent. And then I'm going to go with the top path mermonkey. I was talking to Supreme about it before, and he's saying like it has really good Moab damage if you use the bottom path mermonkey too. So I'm going to try to get top path and bottom path mermonkey, but then we really don't have anything for the big bad. And we'll have to rely on like 2 first strikes, or maybe I can just get a better tower. But I think that's a good solid plan, I think. For this one, we can't use our totem either. So I just realized we might lose right now actually, huh? No, okay, we're good, we're good. We can't use a totem. We can't use anything useful right now. We can't even use this to make us more money. So I'm gonna go with a 202 for now, and then the 2270, and then the Abyssal Warrior, and that should help out with the Moabs. Oh, our camo is really bad. I just realized that. Oh, man, I gotta stop messing with that stuff. Okay, I wanna see if I can get that little, I need to get him in that range for sure. I wonder if that'll be smarter, like right there, right? Or here. How about there, just to be safe? We'll get camo and then jungle drums. I was gonna put it in the middle, but like, do I really need this little dart monkey to have it? No. Okay, there we go. There we go, Abyssal Warrior. And then jungle drums, and then alchemist this guy. I'm hoping I'm gonna have enough for the Lord of the Abyss by the right time. I feel like we're gonna get wrecked on round 60. And if I have to restart, I'm gonna cry. So I might have to like last second buy an armor piercing darts if it gets too far. Where's Azili's level 10? Hurry up here, girl. Like we need you for 60. Okay, are we good though? Are we good? Oh my gosh, it's actually pretty good. Okay, good. I slowed it down just a little bit because I was scared. Why not though? We're not gonna have enough. We're not gonna have enough. Okay, just to be on the safe side then. Just to be on the safe side, we have to do it. Oh, that's such a bummer. But I think between this one and that one, we should be totally fine on 60. Yeah, okay, cool. I think this is helping a lot, so I'm not bummed that I bought it. It's a bummer that it's not in range of the camo, but I kind of like panicked, so I might move it over a little bit better if I do like a short on this for the quick strategies, because I don't like where I placed it. Okay, I should be using her ability more too now. Forgot I had that, but I just kind of wanted to get to this thing first before, because I might like really need it, and I don't want to be like, oh my gosh, that could have saved me kind of thing. So, okay, there we go. We got Lord of the Abyss, so it should be a lot better. This Symphonic Resonance has like gained a lot of money, right? Like, wasn't that thing only like $4,000 or $5,000? And now it's 8,200? Should have known that before I just spent that much money. That's ridiculous. Okay, so that'll still help though. Because what Supreme was saying was that when you use Symphonic Resonance with this guy, like he can use all 8 of his little tentacles and just rip everything down. I don't know. I mean, if that's the case, that's pretty cool. So I'm going to try to get the big dog. And then, but the problem is the big bad. We have nothing for bads. We really don't have much for ZOMGs either, but at least our Bloons are like never going to happen. You see that? We just wrecked through that thing super simple. So for 80, I guess we'll just try to use our ability and time it right. Well, no, I just have to time it right. Just wait for it to see it and then just attack it, right? That's the best way to do it. And then hopefully we'll have our Symphonic Resonance by the big one and then just take them all out. But look, that's actually not bad. And just disappears. That's really good. We've seen $7,000 though. Can we handle it? Just my biggest problem and fear with this Symphonic Harmonious, whatever you want to call it, is the fact that you just don't know when its time's gonna run out. Like it looks like everything's gravy and then it could just destroy you. So it's kind of scary, like for sure. Okay, so we're good there. We're good. I'm gonna slow everything down as well. So give it one of these, like just the Moab glue. So they're going slower on top of that. We'll relentless glue them. Use our abilities here. So I should probably draw them into that thing like immediately, huh? So put it up here then. So as soon as it sees them, attack them and have the Abyss start getting them, Lord of the Abyss. Okay, that's not bad. Use our abilities. And then I think I'll just finish off with this one. I think that's a solid play just to make sure we don't get dunked on. We'll get that one too. Oh, it's just so scary to me, guys, because I don't have anything for the big bad. So what I think I'll do is, I don't know actually. Like, I don't know if I should get all the way up to Bloon Solver because it just might be a bad play. because I think I need 2 first strikes to actually even still win. What is going on? What the heck was that? Okay, I'm gonna use my ability there. That was gross. Okay, balloon solver. We're good. We're good. We won. Okay, I just have to make sure we can take down the bad. Okay, this is weird. This is weird. This is weird. Why do I always go with weird stuff? It freaks me out, but I do it anyway. But I think with that symphonic harmonics, whatever you want to call it, I think that's what's keeping us alive here, right? Because it's just gonna keep shredding things like down to the core. Okay, I'm gonna move this back though for this one. Move it to here. Move it to there. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna save my ability too. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but what I'm hoping for is that I can use it on the DDTs. So I'm gonna go this one too. Do I need it for that? Do I need it for that? Yes, I do. I do need it for that. Okay. Okay, that was very sketchy. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna time this one then. Time it, time it, time it. Done. Okay, oh my goodness. I did not like that at all. I did not like that at all. Kevin 9, there we go. 218.22, what is that? 4th place. That puts us at 4th place. Oh my goodness. Our 4th place run out of all 49 maps we've done, including beginner, intermediate, advanced, expert, is an advanced map. I'm very happy with that. I feel like we could have done just a little bit better. We could have done a lot better. We, for sure, if we didn't mess up on chimps, we would have been 3rd place beating carts and darts. And for sure, if we would have not messed up on chimps, we would have beaten Tinkerton because it was only, that's less than like 30 seconds behind. Oh my goodness, if we didn't make those mistakes, and I would have just started with the ninja. But you know what? I'm very happy with it. I'm not gonna say I'm upset at all because we almost just lost on round 100 and round 99. We got very lucky with that DDT. Oh my goodness, that was awesome. And it seems like we've been sleeping on Azili because that's the first time we've used her and she's great. She just destroyed that with ease. And there goes another map down. Our next one is going to be our 50th. So you got to let me know what you want to see for our 50th map in Bloons TD6. Should we finish off a beginner and finally get rid of this thing? Should we take on some of these wild intermediate maps that we've been avoiding this whole time? Or should we even take it a step further and maybe do an expert? I don't know. You got to let me know below. But if you have not yet, check out this video where we take on carts and darts as fast as we possibly can. That's every single game mode as quickly as possible. And let me spoil it a little bit. We go very fast. Well, actually, I just fully spoiled it, didn't I? Because I just showed you exactly what we did on it. But you'll love it anyway. Check it out.